Hey everyone, welcome to another fascinating episode of Plain Tick, where we explore the wonders of nature and the many climates that shape our incredible planet Earth. Today, we're embarking on a journey into one of the most captivating and life-filled places in the world, the tropical rainforest. Imagine stepping into a world that feels almost otherworldly. A place where the air is thick, the heat is relentless, and every square inch is teeming with life. In the tropical rainforest, there are no real seasons to speak of. Every day brings intense sunshine, soaring temperatures, and humidity so high you can practically swim through the air. And of course, there's the rain, torrential downpours that drench the forest day after day, year-round. So what makes the rainforest so special? Well, it all comes down to location. These forests hug the Earth's equator in a green band that spans the globe. It's here, where the sun's rays strike most directly, that a perfect storm of conditions gives rise to this remarkable ecosystem. Those intense equatorial sun rays heat up the air, causing it to rise high into the sky. As it climbs, this air sucks up moisture from the seas and forests below like a giant sponge. But what goes up must come down. That moisture-laden air eventually cools, and cool air just can't hold as much water. So all that water comes crashing back to Earth as rain day after day, month after month, feeding the thirsty forest below. This never-ending cycle of heat and rain is the secret recipe behind the rainforest's astounding biodiversity. The year-round warmth and water means plants can grow without pause. Trees stretch hundreds of feet into the sky, their trunks and branches draped with vines and epiphytes. A kaleidoscope of flowers bloom in every color you can imagine. And the forest floor is a tangled maze of shrubs, ferns, and fungi. Amidst this sea of green, countless creatures make their homes. The rainforest is a noisy, chaotic, beautiful place, filled with the sounds of buzzing insects, croaking frogs, chattering monkeys, and squawking birds. Some scientists estimate that these forests could be home to half of all the species on Earth, many of which are found nowhere else. You can find these incredible forests in many places near the equator. In South America, the mighty Amazon reigns supreme, spanning 9 countries. Africa boasts the Congo Basin, a vast expanse of green in the heart of the continent. And in Southeast Asia, the islands of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Papua New Guinea are draped in these tropical forests. Even Hawaii, far from the equator, has its own rainforests, fed by trade winds that bring endless moisture. While the heat and rain define the climate, the true heart of the rainforest is its trees. These aren't just any trees, we're talking dense hardwoods like mahogany, teak, and rosewood. And unlike the trees in cooler climates, these tropical giants don't take a winter break. They keep their leaves year-round, constantly growing and renewing themselves in the endless summer. This unbelievable tree growth is both a blessing and a challenge for the people who call the rainforest home. On one hand, the fertile soil and warm weather are perfect for crops like bananas, coconuts, and the increasingly ubiquitous palm oil. But growing these crops often means cutting down the very forests that make this corner of the world so special. It's a tricky balance, trying to preserve these priceless ecosystems while still supporting the livelihoods of local communities. Despite the challenges, a few cities have managed to thrive in the heart of the rainforest. Take Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, 2 metropolises just hours apart at the tip of Malaysia. These urban jungles stand in stark contrast to the wild ones that surround them, yet they too are shaped by the tropical climate. Living in the rainforest isn't for everyone. The heat, the bugs, the constant dampness, it takes a certain type of toughness to thrive here. But for those who call this place home, whether human or animal, there's nowhere else in the world quite like it. Well, that's our whirlwind tour through the world of the tropical rainforest. I hope you enjoyed this lush adventure, and maybe even learned a thing or two. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Plain Tick for more nature and earth science content.